Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. Well, it looks as if the royal fight back has begun after that court case. I did see that things might be a little bit difficult for Meghan Markle after that appeal hearing, and a couple of things have happened, and both involving very powerful women. And so today's theme is all about strong women who are coming out and contesting things that Meghan Markle said in the Oprah interview. And the first one, who apparently might be about to make a surprise reappearance, is Samantha Cohen, Samantha the Panther. And so in honor of Samantha Cohen, I am using the Tarot of Curious Creatures for this reading. There it is. It's a gorgeous deck, highly recommended. And apparently, allegedly, according to Neil Sean, who seems to have the inside track at the moment on royal gossip, apparently Samantha Cohen is about to come out and rebut some of the claims that Meghan made on that Oprah interview when she said that she wasn't supported at all by the royal family. She was left to flounder. Nobody helped her. Nobody showed her the ropes. Nobody taught her anything. Samantha Cohen, I've just gone and Googled her. She worked for the royals for 17 years. She was previously the Queen's assistant private secretary. Excuse me, stumbling over that word. A pretty high position. She resigned when Lord Gaita resigned. Interesting, there was a bit of a feud between Prince Andrew and Prince Charles at that point, as far as I can remember, and Lord Gaita was pushed out, and that is when allegedly Meghan Markle had her opportunity to strike, and strike she did. Samantha resigned, and she was called back. She was asked to come back by Her Majesty the Queen, specifically to teach Meghan Markle the ropes. 6 months of training, Duchess training, and how to handle being a royal, the P's and Q's, the etiquette, all of that. That was Samantha's job. She stuck it out. She resigned straight after, as I recall, the Australia tour, where allegedly all kinds of terrible things happened. That was enough. Samantha had had enough and she left. She's been absolutely silent ever since. She, of course, will have signed an NDA. She will, of course, be bound by the Official Secrets Act. But apparently, allegedly, she is now ready to speak and to rebuff that claim that Meghan made on Oprah, that she had no support, no one helped her, the royal family just left her to sink. So let's see what the Tarot of Curious Creatures has to tell us. I am going to be doing a Celtic cross. I have some specific cards, some specific questions, and let's see what the cards have to tell us today. And the strong women readings today, and hopefully they will be very interesting readings. So let's see what is going to come out. Underlying energy is the Emperor in reverse, and that, of course, tells me a few things. They're all jumping at me at the same time. Emperor in reverse is a bad boss, a horrible boss, of course, and that does not bode well for Meghan Markle if she's viewed as a bad boss by Samantha Cohen. Tarot reading, entertainment purposes, just my opinion. You know the drill. Disclaimer in the description box below this video. So first thing that springs to mind, Meghan Markle, the bully. Allegedly a bully, and the Emperor in reverse abuses his power, his authority, his position, and that is allegedly what happened, and allegedly what Samantha bore witness to while she worked for Meghan Markle, while she helped to train her up and ease her into that very difficult role. I wouldn't know where to start. It would be very intimidating, daunting for me as a mere mortal, having to learn all of those rituals and skills and things and be on your best behavior all the time. I would never cope with it. Filled with admiration for people who actually do manage to do it so effortlessly. Catherine, of course, springs to mind. But the other thing, of course, with the Emperor is in reverse is the royal family in reverse, the Queen in reverse, the Queen in distress, the Queen, the royal family under attack. Samantha, of course, a very loyal servant to the royal family, 17 years of service. And so that seems to be why she has been allowed, possibly, to speak out and tell her side of the story. So let's have a look. We're doing this reading from Samantha Cohen's point of view. What is the situation, the heart of the matter for her? The Four of Swords. She has been healing. She's been laying low. It's the card of silence, healing, recovery, taking yourself out of circulation. It's a bit of a hermit vibe, but taking yourself out of circulation because you feel defeated. You've been wounded in battle and you need to heal. And that is very clearly what's happened to her. And she allegedly is one of the people who is implicated in the bullying story, that she was allegedly bullied and has allegedly, how many times do I need to say that word in this reading, been questioned and has been one of the victims of the bullying and has needed time out to heal and to recover. What is her challenge right now with this whole story with Meghan Markle and the Nine of Swords? And that is the card of stress and worry and anxiety and upset, sleepless nights. Two very difficult cards, mentally difficult cards. This took a real toll on her. Working for Meghan Markle took a real toll on Samantha Cohen. It was a nightmare. The Nine of Swords is literally the card of nightmares. It was a nightmare working for Meghan Markle. She has not been able to recover. She has not been able to heal. She can't get over it. And possibly her way out of it is to actually speak up and tell her truth. Meghan has been very loud about her own truth. In a very hypocritical way, in my opinion, crying about privacy constantly and yet constantly infringing her own privacy and telling her own truth, going on national television constantly. We've had the Oprah interview, then we had the Ellen interview. She's written books, she's co-written books, she has been everywhere, constantly trying to persuade us of her narrative. Nobody else has had an opportunity to tell their truths. Perhaps this is Samantha's time. So the hidden energy here, and it's always about motive, what's really underlying things. Why is it now that Samantha apparently is ready to speak? Are the royals behind it? What is her hidden reason for doing this? At the core of it, it's a Ten of Wands, and that is the card of carrying burdens, heavy burdens, all alone. Been very difficult for her. It's been a very difficult journey, and she's reached the end of it. She's had enough. Ten of Wands, you've had enough of your struggles, your burdens, your lonely road, and you want to end a situation. You want to be done with it. You want to put those burdens down. It's very personal for her. I don't think that the royal family called her in and whispered and said, "Now, please get out there and tell your truth and make us look good." I don't think it's that at all. I think she really, really wants to tell her side of the story, that she's been very damaged by this, mentally at least, and she wants to end this. She wants to end this burden, this terrible thing, this weight on her that she's been carrying for so long. She wants to put it down. She wants it to be over. And again, the idea that by speaking out publicly, it might help her to heal and to move on. Tremendous need for healing with the Four of Swords and the Nine of Swords there. So her focus right now, and that is the Queen of Cups. And I don't think it's a specific person, quite honestly. I don't know what sign she is. If she's a water sign woman, that could be her, literally, but it's more her own emotional well-being. The Queen of Cups is about your emotional well-being, self-care. It's not an interpretation that I often give in in these readings on this YouTube channel, because it's never appropriate. Where usually when we see the Queen of Cups, it's because the Diana card has popped out and Diana is in the mix, Princess Diana, and it shows up constantly But this is not about Princess Diana. This reading has nothing to do with Princess Diana. It has everything to do with her own need for self-care. And we've seen it with the Four of Swords and the Nine of Swords. And so her focus is on healing. She wants to be whole again. She wants to look after herself. She wants to be in good emotional state. And that is what the Queen of Cups is about. So this is really all about healing. This is not about the royal family. This is about her own personal journey and about her own personal recovery. So what has happened in the recent past that might have led to this decision to come out and speak? Queen of Swords. And to me, that is Meghan Markle sitting, giving interviews, being quite vicious, being quite cutting, being telling tales. The Swords is a speaking card, and I don't normally get Meghan Markle as the Queen of Swords, and I don't think that this Queen of Swords is Her Majesty the Queen. In this case, it could be as a secondary meaning. A lot of these cards, these readings, have secondary meanings, and it all weaves together into a story, and I do try to pull the story together. It's a bit of a spider's web that I'm weaving with these cards and seeing how the energies all interplay. But I don't really get Queen Elizabeth vibe from that card. I get more a Meghan Markle vibe from that card, interestingly, of those cruel and cutting things that she has been saying. And not only on television interviews, talk shows, those kinds of things, but in books, newspaper articles, all those puff pieces that have been going out. They've been very cruel, in my opinion, very cruel as the Queen of Swords can be. And I think that has brought something out of Samantha Cohen. I think the desire to fight back and to also express her truth. As I keep saying, the Queen of Swords is all about telling your truth. Meghan Markle's had her chance to tell her truth. Now perhaps it's time for Samantha Cohen to tell hers. So what will be happening in the near future? Are we going to read something in the Telegraph, the Times, the Daily Mail? I don't think she'd go to the Daily Mail. I think it would be the Times or the Telegraph, one of those. Or what are we going to see? Is there going to be something coming from Samantha Cohen? Three of Swords in reverse. Another card about emotional pain, but mental pain. The Three of Swords is about heartache, betrayal, really stabbed through the heart. That a bird is squawking in pain. I'm not sure what kind of bird. It looks a bit like an ostrich to me, but I'm not very good with fauna and flora. Even though I'm a keen gardener, the names of things usually escapes me. But the Three of Swords in reverse, she wants to heal. She really wants to heal this thing. It's a constant theme in this reading. And so if she comes out and speaks, it's going to be speaking about pain. It's going to be speaking about the pain that she experienced working for Meghan Markle, which is very interesting. And not hidden pain. This is going public and actually talking about it. And it does look like she might actually be doing that in the near future. So, specific card for this reading, the 7th card of this reading, is how does she feel about Meghan Markle, her intentions towards Meghan Markle? What does she think of Meghan Markle? High Priestess in reverse. Ooh, that's secrets coming out. Dirty secrets coming out. And the High Priestess, of course, is, when it's in the upright, it is being in contact with the divine, with your higher self, with being in contact with your soul, really. In the reverse, she thinks that she's a soulless woman. That's the word that's coming to my mind, soulless. That she really is a hollow vessel, almost inhabited by things that we don't really want to mention, we don't want to conjure up. But lots of secrets around this woman, lots of secrets around the High Priestess, secrets that are waiting to be revealed. And Samantha Cohen, I think, knows them. It's major arcana. And if, very appropriately, the next specific card for this reading, this 8th card here, I have asked Universe to tell us, what does Samantha know? What is she prepared to say? What will she say? What secrets will she reveal if she does ever decide to speak? 6 of Swords. And that is about leaving. The 6 of Swords is about going away. And I don't think it's about Harry and Meghan and Megxit, because Samantha Cohen wasn't around literally at the moment it happened. She was there in the build up to it. So it could be why they left. It could be something to do with Megxit, but I think more it's going to be why she, Samantha Cohen, left the royal family, why she actually resigned and took herself off. And the tortoise and the hare energy in here. And of course, Harry and Meghan were the ones to leap very quickly and disappear. And the slow energy is the tortoise that's caught up with the hare now, I think. And interesting energy from that card. Secrets coming out, truths being revealed. Truths, Queen of Swords there, and the starting energy of this reading. So let's see Samantha's hopes and fears right now. And Ace of Pentacles in reverse. And I think that she's concerned that she's not able to start a new path in her life, a new journey, while this is hanging over her. This 10 of Wands, we've seen it hanging over her. She's so traumatized by this, and I'm really getting that from this reading, that she is one of those people that, I think it was Valentine Lowe, said would shake and tremble and feel physically ill when they had to deal with Meghan Markle, when they had to tell her something she didn't want to hear. Still so traumatized, allegedly, that they were in therapy, some of the people that were particularly badly treated by Meghan Markle. And this is someone who came out of retirement really to help Meghan Markle, was called back specifically to help her, one of the most experienced people that the royals had available to them. And this is the feeling. It's a money card, the Ace of Pentacles in reverse. I think she might be concerned that there might be repercussions for her financially if she does come out and say what she knows and what she really would like to say, that somehow there might be financial consequences, whether Meghan Markle being as litigious as she is, and we have seen how often she has sued. We have seen that she has won court cases. We have seen people backing down. She put a photographer out of business, one of those paparazzi crowds out of business, suing them. And I think she's concerned about money, that if she does talk and tell what she knows, there are going to be financial repercussions for her. So 2 things again going on there. And the final card, the outcome of this. If Samantha Cohen does decide to talk, the outcome, and I'm specifically interested in the outcome for Meghan Markle, not so much the outcome for Samantha Cohen, but let's see what the outcome is. King of Wands in reverse. I get that as a Meghan Markle card. She's usually the Queen of Wands, but why not the King of Wands? It is going to really be very bad press for her. PR, of course, the Wands, always King of Wands, turned upside down by this. It's going to damage her image very much. The image that she's desperately trying to rehabilitate at the moment with all these appearances, the ridiculous charade, absolute farce on Ellen, things like that. She's trying to rehabilitate herself, and this could really do a lot of damage to that image. It's Leo energy, this King of Wands. It is again talk show energy, coming with that purple chair behind. Montecito energy. She's always in large chairs like that, looking smug, looking very, her idea of what royal is, not necessarily a royal person's idea of what royal is, but her idea, and it looks like it could really dethrone that Leo, and one can only hope. So yeah, I think that's long enough. I won't throw any more cards on this. It does look like it would be interesting if Samantha Cohen does. Secrets coming out, and and King of Wands in reverse there. A lot of pain in this reading, a lot of suffering, and she really has been through a very hard time according to the cards. Thank you as always for watching, and I'll see you on the next one.